Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
87's mark. Don't worry about that. That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Newton. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's forced out right. He'll get this to his... And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 buzz.
Hey!
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
20.
4 down. Whip.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Allen, they're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
To throw on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40. But not before picking up 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Going for it on fourth down, Allen. He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Letting one go. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball, but on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now on second and 13. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Paris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Hill on the return. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, L.A. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They will run with Grant. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. He's at the 40. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
And this is LaFleur. It's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Gun.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? Way to beat all of those positions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Greg. 55 to Mike.
Newton on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Newton. And it's complete to Kelsey. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Pick. Off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go. 70 ending. 27.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shift! Watch the shift!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the...
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check, Nayini! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check 3.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Campbell making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Switch.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He don't want it.
Throwing again. Kaiser, incomplete, into the arms of LaFell. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Match box. Right.
Kaiser on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kaiser now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check, check.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lucky. Check out, right?
Here's Kaiser, and he's going to go down again. Devin Bush, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
8.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
It's going to be a long day. Monday. It's going to be a long day.
Begin.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he... Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On play action, Allen. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
26, check 26, check 31, check 31. Slam.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check. Go.
On third down, Kaiser. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Newton. It's complete to Grant. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. The 40, 30, past the 20, 10, 5. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tap.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Great.
On first down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check. 20.
On second and 10, Newton. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Mike 27. Stop. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the gun, here's Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. And they will take a knee here. Really in a hole here, third and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going